and get ready for the second half. And even though we're not cooking in the second half, I am going to go ahead and put the apron on, because it's super cute, and I can only wear it for a couple of more weeks because it's really not going to look right if I wear it into January. And this way y'all know too, if you just want to go back and watch the second half of tonight's chat, you will know where to join us. So Casey does post these as 2 completely separate chats. One of them is an hour long and would include the entire thing, but if you needed to just skip ahead to the end, to the extra credit, then you would know where to go. And this also helps Casey know where to split the video when she gets ready to post it. So if you were brand new, or if you're watching this later on YouTube, this is the second half where we do the fun stuff. So the fun stuff for tonight is, I went to an extra meeting today. I went to Gwen's Sunday afternoon meeting here in Knoxville so that I could get you some scoop on the program changes that are coming toot sweet. So first of all, thank you all for keeping your pinky promise. And if you already knew anything about this, thank you for not spilling the beans or for already starting to chit chat about it, you know, or whatever. So second thing I need to ask you to do, please understand this information, because I'm not a, how do I say this nicely? I am not one of those people who is going to bug the poo out of a Weight Watchers leader and get this information ahead of when it should be out, okay? I waited patiently. I attended a meeting. I physically drove 30 minutes away, attended a meeting so that I could get this for you. So I don't have all the answers. This is, let's see, this is 6 hours old. This information is just 6 hours old for me. So I'm doing this while you all are doing this. Y'all know that's the way I like to do it. I won't give you information on anything until I've either heard it with my own ears or I've experienced it myself. So I took you not 1, not 2, but 3 pages of notes from today's meeting with Gwen. So first thing I need to let you know is, if you did not know that Weight Watchers does some kind of an update every single year in December, you've just not been paying attention. So they're not always big. Sometimes they're small. This one's medium, I'd say. It can affect you or it cannot. And I'll explain that as I'm going through it. This one is not, this change is not one of those where you need to go, oh my gosh, life as I know it is completely different. Why, Weight Watchers, why? This is not one of those times, okay? That's not these kinds of changes. These are plan updates. That's all it is. It's just a simple plan update. They continue, they being Weight Watchers, continue to help guide us towards, yes, weight loss. If you don't think we're here for weight loss, you need to join a different program, because it's called Weight Watchers. I mean, we're all here for some form of weight loss, but we don't need to micro focus on that. And I think Weight Watchers is really good about helping us with this. Every time they do a plan update, it's to help steer us towards better choices, to help steer us towards things that are healthier for us. It's to help steer us towards things that are better for our body. So this is just one of those updates, okay? They also try to make it the most inclusive of all Weight Watchers members. So please understand, they tried doing that individual thing. That didn't work. So the one where they made it your program, and you can go back a couple of years and watch my chats where I'm like, this one's yours, and it's yours, and it's yours, and it's mine. And they try to do that individualized program. That one, oh my gosh, went down in flames. So please understand, they are trying to make this as inclusive for everybody as they can. They cannot be uber specific, like pinpoint specific to everybody's exact issues. Some of that you've got to take responsibility for yourself. Okay, that said, these are the December 2024 Weight Watchers plan updates. There are no name changes. So when we went to the Weight Watchers program, remember we went from blue, pink, and purple. I'm just kidding. It was blue, green, and purple. And we've had freestyle, and we've had super freestyle, and we've had superstyle freestyle. Not really. We're just on the Weight Watchers program. Okay, there are no name changes. So let me just say that first. These are just updates to the December. These are December 2024 plan updates to the Weight Watchers program. Period. Okay. first little bit of information, and I got all of this from Gwen. All of this she had written on a whiteboard. So this is now public information. You are allowed to have this, and you are allowed to talk about it, and I'm allowed to have it and talk about it. And I did wait until today. I did not go snooping around anybody's britches to get this. Okay, so this is published as of today. So number one, your app will, hopefully, fingers crossed, your app will update on Tuesday, December the 10th. So a couple of y'all, your apps have already like updated a little bit, and I think it's because they've been leaking out little, I mean, it's impossible. Again, it's impossible to keep tens of thousands of people from getting a little bit of it and then just go boom and release the whole thing. So a few of you have gotten little sneak peeks. A few of you have been confused by that. So just know, all of us, our app should update on Tuesday, December the 10th. I will tell you what I tell you every single time. Please, 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 please make sure that you know your login and your password, because if it logs you out or if you have to do a forced update, there are 2 different ways to get back in. But just know what your login and password is. Okay, that just makes life so much easier if you can just log yourself out and log yourself back in if you need to force the update. So if you don't see an update on Tuesday, December the 10th, which is this coming Tuesday, so it's in 2 days, let's start a little chat about it in the If You Have an Egg Facebook group, if you just have any concerns or questions, and we can talk through those as they happen. Okay, but that's till Tuesday. I don't want to see happen what happened in that meeting today. Gwen was very clear that all of the apps are not going to update until Tuesday, December the 10th. And there was one lady sitting back over here, you know who you were, flipping through her, and she goes, I don't see it. It's not on my app. And Gwen is so much more kind than me. She goes, because the apps don't update until Tuesday. With a smile on her face, while I sat there quietly thinking, because the apps don't update till Tuesday. Okay. Number 2, these are the facts. These are the facts about, there are facts about 0 point foods. Okay. So here are some facts about 0 point foods. One thing is, Weight Watchers has expanded the 0 points food list in the past. So if y'all have been doing this as long as Karen and I have, so let me think, we're going on 30 years. There have always been, they didn't always call them 0 point foods, but there have always been foods that you could eat without limitation. Let's put it that way. Every year or every plan change or whatever, they make some adjustment to that. So that's a fact. This is not new. So expanding the 0 point food list is not new. Okay, next fact, 0 point foods, and this will be typed out with parentheses, 0 point foods does not equal. So that does not equal all you can eat. That also does not equal free. If one more person in the Sunday meeting, and if y'all are from the Sunday meeting, I am so sorry, but like 8 of y'all said, oh, well, such and such is free and such and such, nothing's free. Okay, it's just considered a 0. You don't have to count the points for it. Okay, so 0 point foods, 0 points does not equal all you can eat or free. Okay. The next fact is 0 point foods are intended to help us develop a healthier pattern of eating. So you will never find something like, I don't know, jelly beans will never be a 0 point food. It's just things that are designated as 0 points are things that the nutritionists at Weight Watchers, and trust, these are real dietitians, real nutritionists. This is not 6 women sitting around at Starbucks one day deciding what's going to be 0 point foods. Okay, it's just, that's not how it works. This has scientific backing, and they have to take in millions of people, because there are potentially millions of people who could be in and out of the Weight Watchers program. So they have to decide, all right, for this to be a 0 point food, is it going to be a high abuse food? Is it going to be something that's nutritionally sound? Is it going to be something that's better for our bodies? And there's a list of criteria, and if it meets all of those criteria, then I guess it goes into consideration as a 0 point food. But they are trying to help us develop a healthier pattern of eating, okay? And just understand, whatever that 0 points food list is, there are no specific 0 point foods that are required. So in the past, in the way distant past, there were non-counted foods. Like again, they didn't call them 0-point foods back then because we weren't counting points necessarily. Sometimes we counted fat and fiber. Sometimes we counted protein. Sometimes we did a little slide chart, you know, whatever. But there are no, so of all the more than 200 0-point foods that there are, you were not required to eat any of them. Like back in the day when we were required to eat so much liver a week, or so much fish a week, or so much cottage cheese a week. Just because something appears on a 0-points food list does not mean that you are required to eat it. I actually heard somebody say today, when we were talking about 0-point proteins, they said, but I don't eat meat. Okay, good, great. Then don't eat it. Then just don't eat it. So you're not required to eat any of these. Okay, here were some quick comments from members. So other members who were in attendance today, here were some of their comments that I thought were, these were the ones that were really good. These were not the silly ones like, it's not on my app yet, because it's not Tuesday. Okay, one person said that she wanted to say out loud that awareness of portions doesn't go away. So no matter what they do, we have to still be aware and conscious of portions. That is one of my favorite chats every year when we talk about portion sizes versus serving sizes. So she just wanted to say out loud, hey, no matter what the and I almost said free foods, no matter what the 0-point foods are, awareness of your portions, that doesn't ever go away, okay? Another one said that she takes the 0-point food list and she makes it the base of, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Lynn posted this a second ago, but I just now caught it. Lynn's exactly right. She said it would definitely blow up their system if they try to do it all at once. Oh yeah, trust me. We have a new design program that they released a little early, and it crashed, and they couldn't fix it as fast as it was tearing up, and they finally just shut it down and put us all back on the old one. Okay, so Lynn's exactly right about that. Okay. So this member said that she takes that 0-points food list no matter what it is, and she makes that the base of her meals. So she bases her meals off of 0-point foods, and then she builds around that for satisfaction. So she's using that as like a building block or like a launching pad, you know, for the rest of her decisions about food. Another lady said that 0-point foods for her act as a food extender. And I thought that was a great one because she was talking, even though I don't eat fat-free cottage cheese or any kind of cottage cheese, full fat, don't care, I'm not going to eat it. She had a great idea that when she's making a salad, she's been using a little bit of fat-free cottage cheese to extend the pointed dressing that she wants to use so that she's got more dressing. So it's extending her pointed food without adding any extra points, if that makes sense. But I thought that was a good one. Another lady said it's easier for her to listen to herself, to listen to how full she is when she's using her 0-point. So when she's eating 0-point foods, she can listen and say, I've had a chicken breast and a banana. That's not a great combo. But anyway, I've had a chicken breast and a banana. I'm starting to feel a little full. She said it's a lot easier to listen to her tummy and hear it say, yeah, I'm getting a little full, versus trying to listen when she's eating comfort food. So she said, you know, if she's eating like a giant salad that's got, you know, like garbanzo beans and 3 different kinds of lettuce and some kale and cucumbers and tomatoes and all this stuff, that she can hear her tummy saying, oh, slow down, sister, we are filling up fast. But if she's eating potato chips or, you know, a comfort food that's not obviously a 0-point food, she said then her brain's like, what? I can't hear you. These chips are so loud. I can't hear you say that I'm full because I can't hear you. Okay, so I thought that was a great comment. Okay, and then Gwen asked us to open our hearts to some 0-point foods that will be added on Tuesday. But first, she wanted to remind us that all 0-point foods are not created equal. Okay, so what I'm going to say over the next 10 or 12 minutes is that you can't consider all 0-point foods equal. If you all remember a couple of weeks ago, I said that I had switched my plan over to living with diabetes because I was struggling. I need to be accountable for some of the foods that are on the 0 points right now, like fruit. I eat fruit every day, but I need to be accountable for it. I eat corn or popcorn frequently, but I needed to be accountable for it. So all 0-point foods are not created equal. Calories are calories are calories. That's why Julie and I have been talking some about calories, and we are not saying that you need to necessarily track calories if you don't need to. Just be aware, not all 0-point foods are not created equal. They don't have all identical amounts of calories. They don't have the same, features. Some of them you have more fiber, some of them you chew more, some of them have less fiber, some of them have a little higher natural sugar, blah, 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 different calorie ranges. So just remember, they're not all created equal. And hold on, see, Rosie says, in the past, the new plan would happen on her weigh-in day Friday. Should she expect the change on Tuesday? I believe so. Yeah, I think all apps are going to change on Tuesday. That's what I've been told. Excuse me, my elf is crooked. That's what I've been told, is that all apps, no matter what day your weigh-in day is, would be Tuesday. So again, over in the If You Have an Egg group, and if you're not a member there, please come over and join us after this chat so that we can chat about it. But trust me, Tuesday at the at the tissue crack of dawn, I will be up checking my app to see if it's changed, to see if these new features have changed, and if these new things are showing up. So let's start some chatter over there. If you don't see them, let me know. If you've got questions about them, let me know, because I will be spending from Tuesday until Sunday playing with the new features on the app so that we can talk about this for the full hour next week. Okay, so any questions you have, during the week, just shoot them to me. I'd be glad to write them down. I'd be glad to, revisit them. I'd be glad to figure it out, because as always, there will be glitches. There has to be glitches. Sorry, it's just life. Okay, so ask away any questions. We'll try to get all those answers, and I'll try to learn with you all. Okay, so this is where Gwen asked us to just open our hearts and our minds to these 0-point foods that are going to be added. And I'm very happy about 2 of them. I'm not so happy about 2 of them. But remember, you don't have to eat them. And if you don't want to count them as 0-point foods, like I am not on 2 of these, just switch your app over to Living with Diabetes, even if you're not, and it will count them. Okay, so, and I want to know yays or nays on these, okay? So, first one is oats. Oats are back on the 0-point food list. I know some of you all are like, hallelujah. That means plain oats, okay? Rolled oats, steel cut oats, whatever, finely ground, whatever. That does not mean, because Karen and I walked after I went to this, and she was jokingly saying, oh, so my oatmeal with butter and sugar and cinnamon, that's 0 points, right? So, yeah, no. The oats themselves, 0 points. I'm not excited about 0-point oats because, okay, Julie says yuck because she doesn't like them. I'm not excited about them because those are that's a food that I need to be accountable for. Hey, if you did Simply Filling, Core, or Purple, and you were fine eating all forms of oats as a 0-point food, more power to you. That's not me. That's not this girl. Okay, this is the next one that I'm not excited about. And y'all are going to think I've lost my mind. Potatoes. I'm not excited about potatoes being a 0-point food. So this includes sweet potatoes, white potatoes, Yukon Gold potatoes, red potatoes, new potatoes, old potatoes, I'm just kidding, potato, all potatoes. Potatoes. That doesn't mean butter and sour cream and whatever. See, Carol is extremely excited. I'm not excited about potatoes. Julie's meh, but it's just because she's just meh about them. Anyway, I will keep mine on Living with Diabetes because I need accountability on oats and potatoes. So yeah, I know. And Debbie says that is an insulin affecting food. So again, remember, this is supposed to be the most and Melissa, that could be dangerous for me too. So this is supposed to be the most inclusive for the most people. So Gwen is doing great. She's doing fantastically eating. She's been eating sweet potatoes, I think, every day for the last 2 weeks because, you know, her app's already changed because she's a guide or a leader or whatever you call them now. So she's doing great on that. That's a dangerous thing for me. So I'm leaving potatoes. I'm leaving mine on living with diabetes. So oats and potatoes will change to a 0-point food unless you have the living with diabetes toggled on your app. I am personally very excited about the next one because I am not a huge fan of chicken breast. Okay. I love turkey breast. I love turkey breast tenderloin. It's not going to include these extra foods. Okay, so Debbie's asking if Weight Watchers on diabetes, if they're not going to include these extra foods, those two will not be 0. Is that what you're asking me? So oats and potatoes will not be included as 0. The rest of these will be, though. I hope that helps. Okay, so I'm not a fan of chicken breast. I am a fan of turkey breast. I don't know why. It's just different for me. I mean, I could eat my weight in turkey breast tenderloin. I actually just got some turkey breast tenderloin cutlets at Trader Joe's, and I've already eaten like 6 of them. I love turkey breast, but I'm not good, Debbie. And I'm not actually, Debbie. You haven't met Bo yet. You've met Alyssa many times, but you haven't met Bo. This is when you finally get to meet Bo. This is her thing. Good. So we'll do that. Oh, look, and it did. Awesome, it did fireworks. Okay, so dark meat poultry. I'm excited about dark meat poultry. That doesn't mean that I'm going to start eating my weight in dark meat poultry, and that also doesn't mean skin on, okay? I happen to love boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Love them. That is how I came up with the Batman's chicken recipes, was from some boneless chicken thighs. Okay, so dark meat poultry will be on that 0-point list. That's going to be trimmed to fat. That's going to be, trimmed to fat, no skin. Okay, so those will be on the 0 points list. And Joycelyn, yeah, I know, I'm super excited. Okay, lean red meats and 90% or greater lean ground beef. So if you use ground beef, I know a lot of you all are really trying to make your chilies right now, and you're trying to make, some of your other soups, vegetables, beef vegetable soups and things like that. You're trying to use turkey, you're trying to use some ground chicken, and it's good. It's good, but it's just not quite the same. So if you buy lean ground beef that is 90% lean or better, like 90% or more lean, that will be 0 points now. I am also super excited about that one. Or lean red meat. And pork, I know, is the other white meat, but that is included in this lean red meats. So lean pork that's trimmed, so like a pork tenderloin that doesn't have any fat on it, like pork chops that don't have any, they're trimmed, that don't have fat on them, no skin on them, whatever. Of course, you wouldn't have skin on pork, I don't think, but that's going to be a new category called lean meat. I think it's called lean meat. It's either lean meat or protein. I'm pretty sure it's lean meat. So lean meat, yeah. So we'll talk about that in abundance next week, because remember, our apps are going to change on Tuesday, and we will have the full 0-point food list on Monday. So I'm told that pork loin will be 0, sirloin will be 0. So it's those lean cuts of meat, no marbling, no extra fat. All that has to be trimmed off, so you're not getting bacon at 0 points, whatever. So it's going to be some lean red meats. Okay, I'm excited about those. For those of you who don't eat meat, don't eat them. Okay, I don't want to hear what the lady said, but I don't eat meat. Okay, great, then don't eat it. Don't eat it. It doesn't affect you, okay? Okay. And 3 things. Oh yeah, not processed red meat. So like ham, like a processed ham, even though it's a leaner cut of meat, would not be, because it's so highly processed. And the oats and the potatoes would not be 0, and neither is corn or anything like that if you have on the living with diabetes. Okay, we only have 5 minutes. Do not go away though, because these next 3 things I'm going to tell you are going to blow your mind. Okay, so no daily points do not reduce. That's a great question, Debbie, and that is a question I did get answered today, but I didn't write it down. Daily points will not be reduced. Let me write that down real quick. Thank you for asking that. daily points don't go down or up. Daily points don't change to accommodate for this. Okay, so that was a great question. Okay, this is going to blow your mind. Do not go anywhere. I only have 4 minutes to tell you this. So here are 3 additional features that we should see on Tuesday. Okay, I have no idea what this means, but you'll be able to see your macros starting Tuesday. What the heck does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. I meant to look it up before the chat and I totally forgot. So somebody explain it to me. Gwen says that means you'll be able to see your protein and your carbohydrates. Why do I care? I don't know. Do I care? I've seen people track macros or talk about macros or how I have no idea what they're doing. That's literally one thing I've never done. That's one, I don't think I've ever done it. But anyway, so starting Tuesday, you will be able to track or see, I guess, your macros. And since I don't really understand them, I don't know what I'm talking about yet. We'll find that out Tuesday. That's what the lady was looking for, though, when she was like, I don't see it on my app yet. Won't be on your app until Tuesday, but you'll be able to track your macros or see your macros. Okay, next exciting thing. Okay, Trish says, yeah, she does care. You're gonna have to tell me what it means, though. I only don't know just because I don't know. I can't know what I don't know. So y'all just tell me, just keep talking. Okay, so next good thing that's going to, and no, Lynn, a lot of us do not have that yet, don't have that yet, but all of us should have it on Tuesday. So Lynn was asking if we all didn't have it at the bottom of my day. I don't yet. If your app has not trickled that in yet, then no, we don't, but we should all have it on Tuesday. Okay, next exciting thing. We will be back to, you remember how we've all been complaining that if we pull in recipes from other websites into our recipe builder, that we lost the ability for it to go ahead and calculate the points for us, that we've been having to do that. It's going to start happening again. I don't know the exact whatever behind it, the exact what you do behind it, but I will be finding out starting on Tuesday, because trust me, I'll be playing on it in mind. But though people who have the recipes on their websites, if it's got all of the nutritional information, somehow, some way, we will be able to pull that over again, and it will put it into our recipe builder or something so that it can track the points. This is the one that's going to blow your mind. So is everybody still here? Because when she told me, I went, what? Okay, I haven't seen this yet, but starting on Tuesday, there is a new feature on your app where you've got your plate of food in front of you, your plate, your bowl, your something of food in front of you, and somehow with your app, you can snap a picture of your plate, and it's going to estimate the number of points on your plate. What? My mind went, pshoo! Of course, then all these things started coming up about, well, what if it doesn't know you put butter in it? Well, what if it doesn't know you did this? Well, what if it doesn't know you did that? Apparently, you can adjust it if it sees potatoes, but it doesn't see butter or sour cream or whatever. You can make some tweaks, but you will be able to somehow, and again, I won't have this feature until Tuesday, but I'm gonna wear it out. But somehow you'll be able to snap a picture of your food and it will guesstimate for you. Even if it's wrong, it's still better than not guesstimating at all, you know? And apparently at this moment in time, there is an 80% accuracy rate. That's actually really good. Yeah, so 80% is actually really, really good. The only thing that scares me about this is, y'all know AI is coming, right? And it's learning us and it's learning what you eat and whatever. So it frightens me a little bit and is also extremely exciting. Anyway, that was the feature that I'm the most excited about. Next Sunday night, we will be spending the entire hour talking about these program updates, the new features, the 3 additional features. We're going to spend the whole hour talking about this. We'll probably test it out. So I will have been testing it all week, but I'll make a plate of something, and we will check it and we'll see, and we'll try pulling a recipe over. We're going to do all this next week. So this is the most excited I've ever been, I think, about playing with program updates, because this is going to be pure and literal playing for an entire hour next week. So don't miss out. I need you to be here. I want you to be here. Yeah, I know it's going to be a fun change. I know, Sarah. I know, but y'all have a great week. If you are watching this on YouTube, that's youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. Please let that next video roll over. And pretty please hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you'll be notified on the next video. I'm hoping that everybody shows up next week. Hello, Dalton. I didn't see you when you popped in. I'm hoping everybody comes next week. I will have had, let's see, 6 days of this under my belt. 6 days, no, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6. I will have had 6 days of playing under my belt, and I want y'all to come back and play too. So I will see you all next Sunday night. Have a great week. Good night. See you next time.